What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. AC Milan against Chievo Verona just ended, and Carlos Bacca scored 2 goals, and they weren't from the penalty spot.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Who knew he could do that?
He did miss one from the penalty spot. Definitely something that we didn't expect. He's usually making the penalties and missing the great opportunities.
And we've been really critical of Carlos Bacca on here, but today he was probably Milan's man of the match. Maybe after Delafeu, because Delafeu, the way that he's adapted to this Milan style is something to admire, especially coming from the Premier League and then hearing a lot of bad stuff from Everton fans. Absolutely brilliant. It started off with Milan going ahead 1-0 through Carlos Bacca, but Chievo Verona got into this one really quickly, but not without some controversy. And what the hell is going on with referees in Italy? Terrible penalty call. Terrible.
There's so many
problems with this one.
All I hear is all these damn Italian refs siding with one side, siding with the other. Just it's gonna end. They gotta get better refs.
Now it was even against the big teams. Sometimes they say they're big teams. Sometimes they're against. He was offsides, first of all. I don't remember who it was. Gakpe, I think, for Chievo. He was offsides, and even the pull from Chievo is so light, so minimal, should not have been a penalty. But Milan did push through this one and got the win. And Chievo, merit to them a little bit for trying in the beginning. But for me, then it all started going towards Milan's way. And these are 3 points that are huge for their European ambitions. They are 7 points off third place. And there's some belief in this?
No, there's definitely some belief in it. They're right now a point above Inter, but Inter do have a game in hand right now.
Against Cagliari.
So, I mean, but Chievo's not a bad side. Did you see that miss they had in front of it? There was like 3 yards.
They don't deserve. That's why. If you can miss from that close, you don't deserve to get it. Rolando Maran disagrees with us, the coach of Chievo Verona. He says that he thinks they deserved more than that. He said at times we were playing better than Milan, but he doesn't agree. Montella, after the match, spoke about Carlos Bacca. He says, we're getting close to seeing the real Bacca. He's improving. Forget about the missed penalty and the other big chances that he missed. This is the player we know. And then Bacca, after the match, he said, I was going through a very difficult time. I dedicate these goals to my wife, and hopefully he could get back on track. Lapadula did come in and he scored from the spot too, though.
He was kind of emotional too. He was tearing a little bit.
He hasn't scored in a long time.
Ages. Yeah, I wonder, but it looks like if Bacca's doing good for Milan, why take him out? Even though I do kind of have a soft spot for Lapadula over Bacca.
Let's talk a little bit more about the match specifically and some players that we liked. I mean, yes, they won the match, and yes, it's 3 points were huge for this one, but I still see some problems in this Milan side.
Sure.
I'm not fully a believer in it. There's a lot of things that we could point out from. I think the midfield is extremely weak, and I know Locatelli. I'm gonna get killed for this, but between Locatelli, Bertolacci, and Sosa did better in the second half, but for me, it's too weak. It's not strong enough.
They need Kuchka starting up there. Yeah, it is pretty weak there.
With Bonaventura out, I don't like this Milan side as much.
It really shows their weakness right now. Bonaventura's out for like the rest of the season, and it's proving because they're coming out of a rut right now. Even though they got these 3-point points against Chievo, they gotta keep grinding, and Kuchka's gotta stay in the starting lineup. I think he makes a difference for Milan.
He did come in the second half into this one. Suso did go off injured. There were some doubts that maybe he's not gonna be able to play next week against Juventus, of course. Skyer saying that it looks like it's nothing serious and that he should be able to go. We know how crucial Suso has been. He went off early on in the first half, which definitely changed the match. But I think there's something to be said about a Bacca who scores today, despite us now believing that he could. A Delafeu who is freaking doing amazing, and a Suso who creates a lot for Milan. That's a very good starting point for them. But for me, the midfield and the defense too, they show very big signs of weaknesses. I'm not a fan of Angioni. Zapata, they didn't have bad matches, but I just think that I'm trying to compare it to where Inter are. A little bit above them. For me, Inter have more of a core, more of a foundation, more of a project than Milan do. I feel more confident in Inter.
I get what you're saying. They're more of an unfinished team than they are Inter. And yeah, because look what's going on with their club too. They don't know. They keep getting postponed. That just adds on to everything. They have a few injuries. Plus, they don't have the best players either.
A few crucial injuries too. I mean, Bonaventura is arguably one of Milan's best players these past few seasons. but there is merit in talking about Montella's game, the character that his team shows to get these dirty wins, if you want to call it that, and also to just try to play good football. You know, we've seen times where they had many chances in this one, chances that we thought they were going to.
Bacca missed a few
had
ones.
easier. He scored a harder goal than he could have scored with the easier chances. But I think that there is something in there for Milan, and they will still keep believing. As for Chievo Verona, they started off really great this season. They have been going down. They were pressuring a little bit in the beginning, but it simply was not enough.
I mean, they're not getting relegated. I'm pretty sure they're safe from relegation.
No, I don't think they're going to get relegated.
As long as they stay up.
I'm very interested to see what is going to happen next week between Milan and Juventus. Of course, we know that the first game of the season between Milan and Juve, Milan did take it, but then Juve won in the Super Cup. So it's 1-1. We gotta see what else happens.
Didn't Milan win before that?
When did they win?
No, they're not. The Super Cup. Juve did win that one, right?
Yeah, Juve won Super Cup.
Wasn't Milan up 2-1?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not lying.
I'm pretty sure they're up 2 games, and then
I don't know. Locatelli scored that one, and I don't remember another.
Coppa Italia. Did Milan win the Coppa Italia? What the hell am I saying?
This guy really wants Milan. I don't know. Maybe let us know in the comment section below. Maybe we're just not thinking of it right now. Let us know your thoughts on this match. And do you think Carlos Bacca starts over Lapadula against Juventus? I think absolutely for sure. All the signs I've seen like that.
Yeah, he has 2 goals right now, but you just can't miss that penalty. They got to change the penalty taker.
Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao, guys.